Clinks, they get that hard right clicker, and this is a matchup that we've seen so many times, actually. And I've seen the Huskar win, actually. 3 of the times now that I've seen that matchup. Clinks versus Huskar. But Clinks is good, at least to deal that straight physical damage. But now there's a Tombstone too. Do they have Tombstone hitters? They have Phoenix. They can't kill Tombstone that.
Decisions to be made.
Strafe on it.
You said Na'Vi before the series started, but now you've seen the draft of game 1.
Infamous.
Ooh. You said Infamous before the series started.
Damn.
What do you go for now that you know the draft?
You know what? I would like to switch, but I feel like Infamous's draft, both of them could go 50-50, so I'm going to stick with my gut. Go for my boys, SA Dota. Let's go.
Oh god, we're going against the Huskar.
Huskar.
Look at that. They put the wrong one.
All right.
They put you in Na'Vi anyway.
Sure.
You don't get the both.
Slacks.
All right. I will go... I feel like it's a very even draft, and I feel like that our prediction should reflect that, so I'll go for Na'Vi so that it's 2-2.
Yay! 2-2.
Alright, keep in mind, you guys, during the game, once the game actually starts, you can vote for the Hacks MVP, and we'll criticize your choices after the game.
That's motivating.
Yes. Make sure you choose wisely. Choose correctly. And that is the only way.
Don't break my 100% streak. You're versus the Huskar.
Alright. It's over to our commentary team. It is Moxie and Bulldog.
Woo!
Prepare for battle.
Hey guys, well I'm loving the SA backing here, obviously, you know, SA close to my heart, obviously. So what do you think though, Bulldog?
There's a Na'Vi and they picked Huskar. They got pretty good win rate with this hero, doing well with it, and there's an Undying that they can't really deal that well with the Tombstone, so that's a big problem. And as Fark say, you don't really want to hit it with Clinks with your strafe, you want to hit that on heroes. So if it goes a little bit later and Soneko gets that little 15 talent, it's going to be a big problem for them.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of this Undying coming out lately, and they clearly feel very confident about this, all those tips coming out, right? But, yeah, you know, I absolutely hate Necrophos. I hate this hero so much with a burning passion of 1,000 suns. But, you know, it's on the side of Infamous, so let's see what Papita can do with this. Yeah. Or Papaya, as it's called him now.
Yeah, it definitely is a good hero. It's got one of those kind of unfun mechanics where you add Death Timer, but, you know, it's good to have some unfun mechanics, and then you can have more mechanics in your game, which is good. But, yeah, 30 seconds of minutes, like level minute 15, it's pretty annoying. It's pretty annoying to deal with. But yeah, we're just switching to boundary runes here.
Oh, your favorite, right?
Yeah, I like runes.
You love runes.
Yeah, what lanes do we got here?
We got a Dancing Undying here in the top lane, going up against Whisper here and Moose.
Oh yeah.
There's Crystallize on that Huskar.
Huskar is always that scary laner you always have issues with, and Tiny has 0 armor, and he's gonna suffer a bit there. Yeah, we usually see Huskar mid, which can be very scary. But instead we got the TA, and TA is a very good, or not very good against Clinks. Clinks does that W, and does remove 2 fractions. So it's one of the few heroes that is pretty good against TA.
Now, Magical's been looking pretty good lately, though, too. So we don't actually have Papita in the mid lane. That's normally where he plays. They do swap it up a bit, obviously. Tomato, no stranger to that mid lane. But do you think that he's going to be able to recover well? There are mechanics, right, that he can take advantage of. He can, oh, boy. Oh, man. Whisper Soneko, he's looking for it. He's going to chase over. There's one more decay, and Soneko draws first blood by killing out Whisper.
Oh, yeah, this lane will be very hard if they don't play it perfectly. Tiny is supposed to be a strong laner. Oh no, he's fine. Yeah, the top lane, Huskar against a 0 armor hero, and the problem with Huskar mid is that you can't really run down a hero, but on the top lane it's a long lane, obviously, so you can just keep following him, running him down, which is very scary. And yeah, what about bottom lane? What do we got on bottom lane?
Got the Dark Willow and Schofield. I love, let me tell you, I love Schofield Clockwork. This guy, I've seen him play a lot of this hero. He's very, very capable on it. I'm looking forward to seeing some plays with this.
Yeah, it is a good hero if you... It's a skill-based hero, so it's a little bit risky, because if you miss that ult, you can just lose out on a team fight. So it is a little bit risky unless you're really good.
Oh, this guy's good. I promise you, Schofield.
All right, we'll see about that. Otherwise, I'm gonna blame you.
Yeah, what else is new? All right. But yeah, it looks like we're seeing top lane, just Undying getting a little bit low. It feels pretty good though, right? Because you've got the Phoenix, who is of course a strength hero, so you're taking away some of that strength over the HP there. So is making some space though here for the time to get things done. We got the batteries all cox him out over here onto the Willow. We'll be able to just go cut through. There's going to be the Cursed Crown coming out. Couple clicks coming out here from Pepita as well, but nothing too wild.
Yeah, Clock is pretty good this game. Oh, he's not going to die, is he?
Icarus dive. Moose got excited there, I think. Right. Excited scree.
Yeah, Clock is really good this game because I don't really have any hero that can get out of his battery assault, which is one of the more important parts of this hero. But the hero got some nerfs with the mana cost, so you just run out of mana really quickly with this hero, which is a massive issue.
That might be why we haven't been seeing it like in a core position as well lately. But Magical actually out of mana here, but taking a lot of damage over here onto Tomato, lining up those side blades with the double damage. And he's out of regen, I believe, too, right? Does he have anything? Yeah, he's out. He used his salve earlier, so he's got to be a little careful because I think Magical feeling a little bloodthirsty, trying to line up those side blades, but Lynx has already moved himself out.
Yeah, we've seen this time and time again where Magical gets team mid and he just proceeds to destroy the lane, and Clinks is supposed to be kind of good.
Oh yeah, the Avalanche back. They really want Seneko here. He's like liver though. He's still alive. The Undying name coming out, but he will actually get taken down. Now Chris
that was manly.
Might have been a little bit too hasty, but nope, they'll actually find themselves.
Here you go, being manly, right there. It goes his way.
What a burp.
I mean, bottom, did anyone die bottom? No.
I don't believe so. Only 3 kills on the board.
Yeah, there we go. The top lane is going backward in the favor of Infamous. And the CS, not looking that good for them anymore. For Navi, dying 2 people there, a little bit aggressive by Seneko. It's a classic play. You always see Tiny just toss a hero into the tower. So Seneko should obviously have seen that coming, a little bit sloppy.
I miss the days of IO Tiny in the mid lane back in the day where like before everything got switched around, right? Because you could get a really good toss back with that tether slow and then throw out the spirits, get the avalanche off, and just repeatedly do it over and over. I miss that. But we actually do find out Magical getting a kill in that middle lane. Phoenix standing nearby, but can't really do much other than look as...
that is a solo kill. That is not very good. You don't want your mid to solo die. And the deny on his own ward. Denying 110 gold, that's amazing. And the runes coming up.
Oh, bottom lane though, Blizzy's gonna get caught out here by Schofield. We'll throw out those cogs. Nice Cursed Crown coming through though. Might be enough to save him. They're still looking. They'll be able to throw out the Bramble Maze and slow them down just a bit. So Blizzy gonna be able to walk away here.
Yeah, we see this a lot with Axe, where if you can't lane, Necro, as Falk said, is really good against the Axe, but you just go behind the tower with Axe, and they picked a good hero on Infamous. They picked the Clock here, who can actually just straight up kill the Axe if he hits level 3 and gets that better. So there's a lot of heroes that can't really man up against the Axe. You got like an Ogre or something who just goes to hit him, but it doesn't really matter. But the Clock can actually kill him.
That's true. It looks like we might have a little trouble here. Whisper spending a little time on fire, but Seneko, they chased after him a bit, but he's very difficult to kill, right? Especially when he's got those stacks of decay on him.
And the middle is an absolute slaughter. 10 CS on Clinks. Clinks is one of those heroes you want to snowball with as well. Like the ideal game for Clinks is you have a decent lane, he's a good laner, and then you just get level 6, kill some people, snowball out of control, and that's not going to happen this game. So this Clinks is kind of screwed, and they last picked this as well in the hopes of just doing well in the lane. This is not what they planned.
Now Clinks is supposed to do quite well in this lane, right? Because of the fact that he could burn down that refraction pretty quickly.
Yeah, it should be doing fine here, but you know, not everyone is god gamers. It happens.
Tossback comes out here in the top lane. They've got their eyes on Crystallize. They just got a lot of fire spirits on. Sunray comes out. Should be enough to take him down, and that's going to be a kill for Moose, but will fall because Seneko is looking for revenge here still. Whisper trying to juke himself around. Does have himself the bottle. Actually manages to walk away right in front of Seneko, so it's a pretty good kill there, getting Crystallize taken down for the Phoenix.
Yeah, I think Husker could probably just stood his ground and maybe do a little bit more damage, maybe being able to kill the Tiny, but you know, he's just panicking, running for his life. Understandable. And they probably want to do some kind of thing middle to help this Clinks, because he needs to have a game here. Like 12 CS is not looking very good.
Can they rotate the Clockwork, do you think, to go create some space against that TA? Or
it's really hard, because without his ult, he's not going to get in there, because the traps, no one's going to get close to him unless it's Phoenix.
Even then, Phoenix could just get blown up right now, because not really well leveled, obviously, as a support.
Jesus. Absolutely destroying the Axe. Is getting tons of farm bottom.
So how does this all play out now? Because the top lane seems like it's going pretty well for Infamous. Mid is a disaster. Like you said, not a lot of CS over there on that Klings. He is so close to that level 6. He can taste it, but not quite there yet. And Axe is just doing Axe things, you know? He doesn't have to stay in that lane. He can go and cut waves if he wants. He can go jungle.
And looks like the clock is manning up bottom, not fighting Axe.
It looks like it. We'll have a Curse Crown come out, though. We'll get the Cog's Battery Assault. It's going to be that Shadow Realm coming out from the Willow, looking to get a little bit more damage. Oh, but that miss. That's got to hurt. But not the Clockwork.
Yeah, the Dark Willow is such an annoying hero to deal with, just helping the Axe so you can't die. Just put this down and the clock is not going to kill anyone. Yeah, the top lane is still pretty scary for Tiny. The Husker, as he levels up, is starting to do a lot of damage, and Tiny still is sitting on 0 armor. And the Husker's level 6 now.
Yeah, has to be very, very careful with that. Do you see that gank here in the mid lane? Schofield, you know, trying to take some of his experience here, try to be a thorn on the TA side, but not really doing too much, it seems, especially when you consider what she like level 8.
Yeah, the only way they can go here is if this smoke can combine with, well, he's almost dying.
Schofield.
Hold up.
Oh, do they oh, there's going to be the Phoenix, though. They're going to turn this around. Magical might be in for some trouble. Tomatoes here. He's going to try to burn him down with the Strafe. They've got the meld, but they've got a lot of things to kind of cause some problems as well. Followed up. Still burning to death. They push her out, and there's going to be the scythe coming out from Pepita. Beautiful kill. Clockwork still in trouble. He's actually still alive. How is he still alive? Battle Hunger coming through. A little bit of a heal coming out from Necrophos. Axe goes. He gets that dunk, and they'll turn back around, try to get some more damage on the Willow. They find their kill over onto Moose, though, and over here, Seneko is just going to be able to walk away after placing that tombstone.
Yeah, really good, important rotation there from Infamous. They really need to kill a T, and yeah, he's playing a little bit aggressive there on Magical. But that's just how you play Dota. You got a lead, and can he actually kill him? Or is this...
I'm not sure. Well, with the Clockwork being here, yes. If he can get that battery set off like he does.
Yeah, that means he will die. Easy.
Rip. Pour one out for our boy.
And the Necrophos is absolutely crazy farm. You thought the TA was destroying middle, but somehow he's 1k behind the Pepita. My man.
Looking pretty good right here. This bottom lane's been interesting because it feels like they've just kind of been ignoring each other the most that they can, right?
Yeah. And it's got an Axe, got Vanguard now just pulling all the time, farming neutrals as much as he can. Yeah, but this is the TA in a nutshell. You know, he does really well in lane, but he can just get easily ganked and lose that quickly.
Runes are up though, your favorite time.
And just swapping runes, 2-2 I believe, feels bad, man. Basically, if you get 4 runes, you auto win, is I believe how it works.
Well, it's better to have 2 runes than none at all, right?
Yeah. Very cool, and yeah, game is just slowing down a bit now, just farming. Want to get those daggers up. And here comes the Ancient Stacks, where the hero just gets crazy.
No, I know that Schofield spotted out this, yeah. Oh, I'm going to try to mess with her a little bit as well. Saw that TA was stacking for herself. It's actually taken over that mid lane for the levels. Oh, they spot out Tomato here in the top lane. They have the dust. They've got the Bedlam. Curse Crown. Everything. The Huskar's going to jump in. Crystallize wants a little part of this action.
Back. Alright. He thought he was having a bad game. He's having... yeah, he's having an awful game. The clock is almost more net worth
I told you, Schofield, this guy's good with this hero. There's going to be the Phoenix. Icarus dive comes through, has those fire spirits. They're going to use that battery assault. And hold on to Blizzy a little longer. Hold his hand here in the middle of all that. And the side comes out from Pepita, cleaned up.
Yeah, we're talking about this. Our clock can just kill the Axe. There's not a lot of support heroes that can go and just kill the Axe. And Axe was able to be bottom and behind the tower because of the Dark Willow helping him. But Dark Willow rotated top now, so should probably not be so manly bottom on the Axe.
I mean, isn't Axe like just one of the manliest heroes out there, though? Like, how else can you play that hero?
Yeah, he is pretty manly.
It's pretty manly. I mean, his name is literally a tool or a weapon, right?
Yeah. Axe of Hell, I believe his name is.
Is that really, or are you just messing with me?
No, he is Axe of Hell. That's why he's red. He's actually a demon.
Okay.
I know lore. Yeah, but we're just going to wait for the dagger timings now. Tiny versus Axe, who's going to get it first. We've also got level 6 on clock now, so the rotation. They can easily kill T now with just a hook in and a Phoenix as well.
Oh, couldn't get that ward in time. So what does Navi want to do here right now? Because I feel like they're very strong, like in the early mid, right?
Yeah, they're strong. They just want to wait for the Axe to get this dagger, and that's the flaw of clock right there. Missing his skill shot, and the hero can kind of be pretty bad, and you were talking about how good it was. So Omega Lil, you were saying?
Fight me. Because you'll lose. You'll lose.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
We'll find out later. But anyways.
I'm dangerous.
It's what I was talking with, was it Slacks or Kyle? We were talking about Twitch pay-per-view for fights. We'll make that happen. We'll make that happen.
You don't want to mess with me.
No, I don't think so. I think I'll take you down. I can take you down there, buddy.
Anyway,
back to Dota 2. You see a lot of these heroes coming out from Navi, moving their way down to this bottom tower.
Yeah, the race is going on between Axe and Tiny, who's going to get the dagger first, and it's going to mean who's going to put up some more aggression. Looks like Tiny's winning here. Almost has it. And then they're going to have dagger, Phoenix flying, and the Tiny dagger, so they can be really aggressive here, and that can make Navi crumble.
Oh dear, Moose, you might be in for some trouble. It does have egg though, right? And you've got Tomato standing nearby. And they know that they oh yeah, they do have that one sentry down there.
Tomato, not again.
There's the Dust, he's in for some trouble here. He's gonna try to TP himself out, and they go. They use the Fear Spell. He's gonna have to run himself away with that Curse Crown. A lot of damage coming through. Magical gonna get another kill.
That is a core Clinks, by the way. In case people were forgetting.
Not sitting pretty right now in the net worth. Looks like Schofield's gonna be able to push back the Huskar.
What is he doing here?
And they'll follow up with another side. How many sides have we seen out of Pepita now?
That's the third one.
Third one.
And if you do the maths, 15 plus 15 plus 15, that's 45 seconds he added on the death timer, and I'm not sure what the hell he's doing down there. It's a little bit deep, and you'd think that he's strong because he's got armlet and the magic resistance, but they nerfed that long ago.
Is Moose gonna be okay here? What's that? Battle Hunger is gonna TP out. There's that little egg taunt. He's okay.
So it's actually an effective tool against Huskar these days, because you don't get as much magic resistance as you used to do. Like, you used to be almost magic immune with Huskar. Now it's only plus 50 if you're really low. So maybe a little bit overconfident there.
Just a little, considering he jumped right back in again. But Bethesda does get picked up over on Magical. So this is the guy that I've been watching a lot here on the B. He's been looking pretty good lately. But we do have, oh boy, Schofield runs the entire team here. They're going to follow up. Where's the egg? There it is, just a little bit further on the other side. It looks good. They dropped it down. And now Schofield is still alive. Egg will pop. And they managed to
blink
themselves here. Are they going to go back in?
The jump?
Like, there's a jump coming out from Crystallize. He's got his eyes on Pepita, but Pepita, he's so strong. He's going to stay alive. The Sunray, the Ghost Trap. And Lizzie, he gets the ton up. He's going to be able to draw them back. They're sitting so low, Bulldog. And there's going to be a big old booty landing over there onto the Huskar. They'll get themselves another kill onto Moose. And they're not done yet. They're looking. Can they get Seneko? Can they get Chu? I don't know. They're trying real hard here. Tomato. There it is, the toss back. Oh no. Seneko gets taken down, and they'll take down Willow too.
Yeah, they're just too tanky on the lineup of Infamous. This Necrophos is not going to be dying. And same with Tiny. Tiny is just one of those natural, like 200,000 health. So yeah, they didn't have any damage. Magical doesn't have dagger yet, so he couldn't really get in there and dish out the damage. Just got the Desolator, so yeah, that was a really good tombstone as well. it still didn't matter. It's getting a little bit scary for Navi now.
I don't know. I really appreciated that egg placement, right? Because you had Schofield, he's in the middle of everyone, manages to lay in down those power cogs, separates the fight off, and then with the Phoenix being on the other side of it, makes it so that way they can't actually hit that egg.
Yeah, the egg placement is really important. You can't be too manly, but you don't want to be too unmanly. You got that perfect balance.
What a wordsmith. Exactly, though. Perfectly balanced. Yeah, look at this. Give us a breakdown.
Breakdown. They hit. They're not killing anyone. They don't have any damage. He's going in with magical air, and they can't go into the egg. This is a perfect egg here, and no one's dying. Papita just continuously heal everyone, and here comes the Phoenix heal as well. He's just healing everyone. There's no damage coming out from that. They can't hit anyone.
Just such nice placement too. The fire spirits. You had the Sunray keeping the Necrophos alive. We got another fight though over here. Wow, there's gonna be the tombstone. Look at Tomato just focusing it down, trying to take it out. They use that heal. Oh no, Axe is gonna get scythed by Papita. And then
you were saying about this guy?
Yo. All right, look. That's first of all, how many times has he died? I don't think it was that many.
I haven't seen him hit one hook yet. He even hit the zombies on the top.
He's doing his job. He's doing his job. That toss back though, right over to Tomato. Doesn't even have to hit him. Just watches his corpse fall on his head.
We see the strength of Necrophos in these kind of games. He's level 12 or over, and he's got level 2 ult, so at extra 30 seconds on Axe, he should have been spawning now, but he's set for a very long time. The balance of that hero is pretty crazy.
For sure. Tomato, they have that ward over here. There's no one else down.
He's climbing slowly. He's coming back. He's being pretty hard carried by his team, but he's in the right positions when he needs to be.
Fort comes out over here on the tower.
Navi really wants to be ahead at this point so they can just get those free Roche. If you can get that super early Roche at like 10 or 15 minutes, that means that at 25 minutes you're going to get cheese really early and a refresher shard at 35 minutes, but it looks like they can't do the Roche at all right now because they're behind. That's going to really hurt them.
Yeah, they're trying to make some moves around the map, right? We saw the Axe coming down. He blinked forward, had dust and everything. Look at this. Oh boy. Look at the back and forth here. About even though in terms of...
Been a lot of Navi games recently. And now at least they have the TA dagger, so they have follow-ups now for the Axe blink in. So they can actually do some damage.
Yeah, the mobility's been really good coming out from the side of Infamous here with the... even though, you know, my boy Schofield might not have been able to land a bunch of hook shots, but...
He's missed 3 so far, I believe.
Yeah, but he's able to do his part in the fights, right? He's able to split them up. He's able to get that battery assault. He's getting these assists.
Yeah.
Don't be such a hater.
It's fun to flame people.
You're supposed to be a good example. You're a figure in this community, Bulldog.
Yeah. Well, most casters can't flame people because they haven't won a TI, but I won a TI. I don't know if people know that. So I actually can flame people.
I had no idea. Zero idea. Never knew that.
Yeah, it was like...
Where were you again?
It was 2 years ago or something, I believe.
Did you play Pro Dota?
Yeah. It was very recently. Something like that. It was not long ago.
Top lane, there's going to be Bramble Maze coming out. The heal Yules comes out too. Just going to buy a little bit more time, but there's a jump forward. They stun their eyes on Crystallize. It's sitting so very low. The fall, beautiful egg coming out. They can't do it in time. The takedown Senego will be able to finally pop it. Papita now also taken down by Magical. This guy's dishing out some serious damage. Schofield now in trouble. Uses that hook shot. That one connected, but it only slowed him down a little bit, so... Still Magical on the hunt. Oh, the toss comes out with a tiny little burst of death. There's going to be the buyback coming out right now from the Phoenix. They want to take down Crystallize, and they just aren't able to find that damage just yet. Trying to slow him a little bit. Doesn't have that Icarus dive right at this time. TP comes out. They don't have anything to get it out. Can he get over in time? No.
That was pretty close. And that Necrophos got 2-shotted by that PA. Obviously, you can't do that before he... uses Ghost Shroud, but they just need some patience and then they can just skadoosh him and kill him.
Term?
That is a technical term.
Right, good. Good skadoosh.
You should start using it.
That and oodles, right? That's what Kyle likes to say is oodles. Oodles.
Kyle? I don't even know who that is. Who is that?
Just some dude. Occasionally cast with him. It's fine. Yeah, look at this, man.
Yeah.
They get the drawback.
Get the Ghost Shroud and can't do anything, and here comes the egg. Really good egg, but they can just kill it. So it's not really a good egg, and boom, bam.
And then skadoosh.
There we go, and now they're doing Roach because there's no egg yet. They really need to kill his Roach, really important.
Now they've got the Flame Spirits, so they can spot him out.
And they just have a like super good Roach as well with the Tombstone and 2 heroes that killed easily.
Oh, they managed to catch this.
Papita a little bit out of position.
Papita has a Ghost Shroud, but it's going to be done.
Or is he out of position?
Seconds, yeah, they'll turn back around. In comes Whisper. He's got his eyes over on the Kryptonite. We'll take him down. Lizzie going to be able to get that dunk off at the last second now. And now it's just Whisper trying to get himself away. So they lose Papita again. There's a hook shot coming out though from downtown. They should be able to maybe burn down Magical before he gets that kill. Ooh, Schofield's sitting so low. There's going to be a double kill coming out again as they take down Senego. Can they take down Magical again though? That is the question. Do they have the detection? They don't, unfortunately, but you do see the egg come out. They managed to get the kill over onto Schofield, but they'll take down Magical.
Yeah, and what a hero Tiny is. This is why this hero is banned and picked in the first phase. He just goes insta-gibbing people, and he just stays out of the fight a little bit and blinks in and just kills people over and over. If Tiny was not around there, he's absolutely carrying the team right now. And again,
yeah, there's a kill over on
the power of Tiny. Casually doing 1200 burst, 1400 burst every 12-14 seconds.
Yeah, no big deal. Blinks out of there. Tombstone gets used.
And it's not very good for Navi, losing that fight, losing Aegis, so they're struggling right now. And we see Tomato, he's back. He is back. He's getting some farm. He's over the 2 other cores, and we've seen every encounter Husker has been dying. And mostly Axe as well, so they're struggling with their farm. And TA, we've seen time and time again, he just falls off late game. Whereas Infamous, their entire lineup doesn't really fall off. Clinks a little bit maybe, but it's still a strong late game. So they have really good answer against Husk as well. All their 3 cores just do so much burst damage. So this Husker is not going to be that effective this game, even though it was the last pick.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what turned the tide right on the panel, was seeing the Huskar get picked. Very last.
Yeah.
Like, not sure about that. I think Fogg even made a face. But yeah, this Tiny proven to be a big problem. I think we've seen Whisper play this a couple times now in the last couple tournaments that we've seen.
Can they get him? Do you want to jump?
He does, but he
Wrong.
misses.
It's going off 4 staff. That's obviously for the clock, but he kind of needs blade mail as well. There's really good. I guess the Clinks will just kill himself.
So this is my concern with Infamous, and you see this a lot actually in the South American region, where they'll do really, really well during laning, start to take these really good fights, but then they kind of just stop their momentum.
Yep.
I'm hoping that this is not the case this time, and that they keep applying pressure. And it does feel like they are doing a bit more, because I know another thing, I forget, was it Kyle or Fogg who mentioned it? Tomato sometimes will just back off, and he'll just kind of keep going with farming because he's feeling confident, but he should really be making those moves around the map. What do you think? Whoa, yeah, all right. Yep, that could be a very dead bird. Yep. Ooh, and Whisper finds himself a kill, though, over here onto the Dark Willow.
Yeah, the burst from him, but yeah, as you were saying, it's really just the definition of a tier 2 team and tier 1. What the difference is it's very easy to do well in the laning stage because there's not that many things going on, but as soon as mid-game enters, there's just, the map opens up, there's more things to do, and that's really where these slightly weaker teams show up, and they don't really know what to do on the map, whereas these stronger teams will just play better and outplay the enemy team. So that's, you know, why a team like Infamous can just throw away a game in the mid game.
Nope, there goes Schofield. Tried to get out of that, wasn't quite able to. So if you're... Oh, Whisper finds us an Ego, but there's also Magical here that's coming out. He's going to be able to get that kill. They'll follow up with the sight. They don't quite have enough damage here. Nice Fear Spell coming out here from the Dark World. Lizzie looking for that opening. He finds it. There's a Curse Ground too. Magical going to go through a little bit of damage. They'll get the kill over onto Whisper. Can they get the kill? Body blocks coming out here. Oh my goodness. Papita is running out. He's going to get taken down.
Alright, Tiny getting a little bit...
Run, Spooter. Run, Spooter.
Wait, does that actually kill it? Surely
I don't think so. I don't think so, but it's spooky, right? It's a Spooter and a skull chasing through the dire woods. Just for Halloween.
It's a nice Spooter as well.
That's a pretty cute Spooter. I don't like Spooters, but look at that little guy.
Are you sure that's a spider though? It could be...
I mean, it's got wings. It's clearly not an actual spider. What do you think it is?
A crab?
It's not a crab. There's no way
Jesus,
that's a
that was close.
Someday, though, we all run from death, but it comes for us eventually.
To fly, you need the wings, so how is the skull flying? This makes no sense.
It's a game of magic. Magic and science and a little midget with a gun. I wouldn't look too into it.
That
The hook shot. They find themselves
It's that
magical.
BKB though. That was the worst
Crystallized.
timing to hook in.
Oof.
Just got the hook out of BKB.
We need some blade mail on this clockwork, I think. What is it still flying through? Alright, well, Whisper takes down. I'm sorry. Whisper takes down Dark Willow. Tomato on the hunt, keeping his eyes over here on Crystallize. Look at this.
Arm.
He's still... Are they ever actually going to call their courier, or are they just going to fly him around the map and make sure he stays alive? Oh, the dust gets used.
Oh, X.
Land over here. There's going to be the
They don't
trout.
wanna.
Ah, there it is. Finally hits that spooter. What a thrilling chase
Yeah.
through the dark woods.
I wish it died.
Wow.
I wanted to see it die and suffer.
That is that's pretty dark. Learning a lot about you today.
I enjoy to see it suffer.
All right, we got an edgelord over here, guys. All right, so we do see that Magical is sitting at the top net worth, 14,000 here, 11 over on Necrophos, and 10 on the Clinks. Also pretty much tied up there with Whisper on his Tiny. So they're making some moves. They do have some sentries placed down, but they're all smoked up.
Yeah, and the Necrophos going for the axe. We don't see that often anymore because it's got nerfed quite a lot. It doesn't increase the damage anymore, and it just decreases the cooldown, and I'm not a huge fan of it personally. I think you can just go some other item that has more impact. But yeah, Tiny is just picking off heroes all the time. This is so frustrating. If you ever play against a Tiny that's doing well, if you're ever alone in sport, you just die. So you got to play really well. Their True has been picked off like 2 or 3 times now, so his positioning is going to be really important.
And it was even behind like the tier 2 tower. It wasn't that he was getting a little bit too cheeky and wandering off into no man's land here. It's just Whisper's been able to be very mobile. He has the Shadow Blade and the Blink. So anything he sees, he can basically take as long as there's not a billion heroes around him. But it's like top tower getting pressured pretty hard here. They do have plenty of vision coming out here from the Dire.
They're confident, got BKB on TA, which is really big here.
Yeah, all right, there goes Seneko. He wants to open up all with K following with that Ramble Maiden. The fourth, they're coming out from Whisper. Is going to be able to blow up Seneko very quickly. Egg comes out. There's Seneko. Places it. Sits perfectly. They got to protect this egg, though. Can they do it? No, it's going to pop. They're all going to get present to place. Scythe comes through. They're going to get a kill on Blizzy, and now it looks like Magical might be able to find a kill here onto Moose. Will be able to do it. Has to pop his BKB, though, to get away. Well,
They actually didn't get the egg?
Look at that.
I thought they got it.
It was very close.
Am I blind?
Close.
They actually got egg off. Okay, so that really just lost them the fight. That was amazing cogs by Schofield. An amazing player, as you said.
Oh my god, you're doing the grand to me here. Not like this. Oh, Tomato. Fuels comes out. Chew places down that Bramble Maze. That's a lot of damage, but we'll just back off. Well, Schofield. He's not done. Now he is.
Done.
Now he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching the Pain Gaming versus Open AI, and I was super excited at TI, right? Sat with Grant, and he's like, they're going to get slaughtered. You know, there's no way that they can win this. And then they started doing really well, right? And he's like, I told you, Moxie, why don't you believe in your boys? I was like, I'm going to kill you. I'm actually going to kill you. Oh, and Whisper, like we said, you cannot be alone here on this map.
Yeah,
The big scary rock man.
So many times right now. It's pretty annoying, and they really need that BKB on Husker. He can't really fight at all. Without that, he just get bursted. As we talked about, the Necrophos ult just kills him. Like, it's not the same. If Husker is 40%, you just ult him, he's going to take tons of damage.
No call comes out, but they do manage to find themselves Schofield. He was trying to do some
little bit out of
scouting,
position,
but eventually gets scouted.
The movement speed.
Moves. Oh no. Oh, there comes Whisper though. He's got his eyes over onto TA. Nice fear spell coming through, and they'll get that jump over onto Pepita. Nice call coming out from Blizzy. This is looking really, really good right now for Navi. They're gonna get a double kill over on their axe and take down the.
Jeez, and that's Roche as well. That's an amazing call. It's winning that the fight, and that is a free Roche now as well. That's exactly what they needed. That's a cheese on Husker. That's going to be just great for him. And yeah, what a player. That's Blitzy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Blizz. Blizzy over there.
Blizz?
Yep.
Blitzy?
Blizzy. Not Blitzy. That's like a teenage girl nickname.
Teenage girls.
That was so creepy. Oh my god.
I mean, they're older, like 19 is a teen.
Oh, get me out. Yeah, look at that look. Oh, so close. Oh, Moose God.
Yeah. That's
There's a
done.
side. There's a hit over onto Blizzy. Magical pops that BKB.
Yeah, obviously the Husker needs a BKB, but not if you got Aegis.
I'm actually surprised that Tomato didn't continue split pushing a little bit.
They didn't even give it to him. They just gives him the cheese. Not sure about that, but the cheese will help him a lot. It's just, is he actually sending the BKB? He's got the Ograx. Alright,
Yep.
Got the BKB. Yeah, they're really strong right now. And Soneko closing into that level 15. Again, Infamous doesn't have the greatest egg or tombstone killers. So if he just goes in the line or front line and just lets himself die, those two tombstones is just gonna be winning the fight.
Yeah, they just picked up that Spirit Vessel as well over on Schofield, so that'll be pretty good for the Huskar, except for the fact that he does have himself a BKB now, so things going to get a little bit more difficult, especially because they really rely on, you know, whether the Phoenix is jumping in there or someone kind of being the frontliner, and a lot of times it's the Clockwork, right, who's trying to separate using those cogs, and then Whisper being very patient, waiting for them to group up, trying to cut down those cogs or whatnot. Moose is most likely dead here. See a liver? Are you a liver, Moose? No, you're dead. You are dead. Crystallize will happily take that. BKB getting picked up for Tomato, but like I said, they split up these fights, and then Whisper waits very patiently, waiting for them all to kind of group up, jumps in with a nice avalanche, and then, you know,
Yep.
looks pretty good. But again, with those BKBs, it's going to be a lot more difficult.
Yeah, they got their timing right now, so they definitely want to force the issue, especially with the Aegis and the cheese. So going top should be their next objective. Get all the towers. The high ground push is always scary, but Infamous, they don't have the greatest defense, but it's always scary to go high ground. And yeah, Navi doesn't really have anyone that can safely go hit the tower. You can just get tossed in, and doesn't matter if you got a Aegis, you're just out of position and you're kind of screwed.
I think you've got this all-in sort of strat, is that you know Magical's got that Deso going to be able to hit the tower, most likely going to get tossed in, probably that Aegis is going to get used up during that time period, but the rest of your team, now you've got the BKB over on Huskar, you're feeling maybe a little bit more confident to follow in, or just allow them to really use everything in the kitchen sink over onto Magical, and then once that Aegis is gone, wait for that perfect positioning as they wait for him to respawn and have your Axe maybe jump in.
Yep, exactly, and yeah, just get this tower and then proceed to go bottom and get all the runes. You want to secure all the runes right now because you can't really push high ground, and you're stronger, so just TP3 heroes bottom, or do you actually want to go high ground?
Well, they're going. How's the other tower doing? Because they're working on it. Yeah, they take it down. They do get a tier 2 in the process, so trade for tier 2. And look at Whisper. He's trying to do a little bit of split pushing. Probably not the best idea.
It's a tiny. The tower's almost dead already. That's Tony for you. Oh, hold up.
They use the tombstone on this as well. Oh, and then comes Blizzy. They try to cut him off. Nice call coming through. We'll be able to get a couple of these nice helixes. The toss comes back. Oh, they take out Blizzy. Whisper is still on. It comes Tomato. He's got the BKB. Can they get him down in time? No, but they do end up losing their tiny, but they take a tower too.
The Roosty Mahado. Not like this. He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
You should start a PSA campaign. Do you know where your runes are?
Yeah. They're not pretending. But they got the top at least, so it's all good. And yeah, the clock is itemizing really well here. He's got the vessel, which is great against Husker, but a little bit late because Husker got BKB right now.
Get an Aeon disc.
Oh, and Chu, he's got it. He's got the Aeon disc. Tiny, so bait. You want to combo me? Wrong. Can't do it anymore.
I mean, he can. He just can't kill him immediately.
That's right.
All right, oh, the jump forward coming out from Magical. Yules again throwing down. Will be able to grab the Phoenix, but he's also able to jump forward, though. Crystallize will get that kill. He's got to be a little careful. Sitting a bit low, taking these tower shots. The buyback's going to come out from the Phoenix, though. Ghost Shroud gets popped over onto Pepita, and this Desolator is just doing a lot of damage here on this tower right now. I don't think they can really go in without Whisper.
The Tombstone, they got 2 Tombstone now. It's so hard to fight for Infamous to go into this. None of the heroes can really hit that.
Thank you.
Snake the nose.
They're leaving. Aegis?
He's the last. He's fine. Kill me then. Here's another Tombstone.
Yep, another Tombstone down.
Here, having an extra 200 gold. The zombies.
Just everywhere. Oh, moves. They like that bird booty.
Yeah, it's really nice when you have supports that really, like, you can have one kind of support where you have Lich at this moment and, you know, he does like nothing, or you can have an Undying that literally is one of the strongest team fighters for your team and just wins you the team fight because the 2 Tombstones will just win. Well, it's pretty nice to have an Undying, even though he's lowest net worth, he's probably the highest impact support hero now, honest. So, pretty good hero.
Super popular.
If you don't have that counter to the Tombstone, it's pretty annoying.
And we got another Aeon disc picked up here. Pepita does not want to get murdered before he can get some of these sights off. Yeah, and a Nullifier, oh boy.
I don't know if those long fights will help for Infamous, because the zombie build-up, I mean, it depends if he puts good Tombstone as well.
I mean, they were able to burst him down in a lot of those earlier fights, right? Whisper found that opening, just totally took him out of the fight before he could do it.
He's a little bit out of position now. All alone.
Yeah. We'll pop that Aeon disc and the Nullifier. It doesn't matter. Magical is dominating. I don't know about this, Whisper.
Blitzy has absolutely been destroying with those axe calls.
Oh, they smoke. Smoke on smoke action.
Oh. Infamous definitely do not want to fight right now. They're going to get slaughtered. They don't want to fight without their strongest hero, but anyway.
Yep, they decide to fight anyways, and Tomato now is more than likely dead. They drop that Tombstone back line here. Whisper trying to get himself away. They had some nice cogs. Egg will come through as well, but there's no one to distract from it. They're going to be able to just chop it down as quickly as possible. Tomato is going to have to run. The Phoenix is going to have to be that sacrificial lamb. He even pops a BKB to get out.
Wait, what? They wanted to fight? 4 versus 5? I don't know if they saw the smoke or not, because it was nap time, but... Yeah.
I don't know why they picked that fight.
They were in high ground, so they were like expecting someone to go up there. Guess they didn't see the entire team, and now the high ground, and they got very strong heroes here. No Tombstone, so you really want to play around this Tombstone. The Tombstone will win you the game.
Oh, the jump forward though comes out from Whisper. Can they burst him down fast enough? They've got the Spirit Vessel over here. Nice call coming out from Blizzy. They'll follow up with the jump from the Huskar. And there's going to be the Scythe. A little bit of health though coming out the last second will prevent him from falling. And he's going to go eat the cheese. Pepita now in for some trouble. He's got the Ghost Shroud. Oh, look at all the damage coming out from Tomato. He'll take him down. Now Blizzy on the run. Saneko will finally fall down another team, but the hook shot comes through. It is true aim. And Blizzy will get taken down by Tomato. So very expensive with the buybacks, but they do manage to clean up the kill fight with the fights.
Yeah, honestly, that's really sloppy by Navi. You really see the importance of Tombstone here. If they have 2 Tombstone, that fight will not happen this way. So going to push bottom when people are fairly low and you don't have Tombstones, can you not just wait for a double Tombstone and then kill them?
Well, I think they did a good job with trying to separate the Undying, because if you watched, Undying was going towards the middle lane while everyone else was running through the bottom, so they managed to split off, got that kill over on the Undying, and you have this other Tombstone, but it doesn't matter because there's like no one over there. They're chasing after your cores and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't have that Tombstone ready, and he could have just like been in the middle of the fight. He really needs to be in the middle of the fight and just like let them kill him. Cast his spells, and if they like strafe on Clinks and kill the Undying, he's very happy for that, so... He just wants to die.
It's been a very emo cast today. You talking about pain and suffering and dying, and now we've got the Undying who just wants to die, but he's undying. It's an interesting day.
I like it.
Of course you do.
The Roche here, that's... Surely Navi will not let them give it for free. They don't know.
Well, it's looking pretty good. They got a double damage on
damage.
They do have Egg up and running, yeah.
It's really well played by Infamous.
Oh, there's the toss back.
Double tombstone.
Double tombstone. They've got the heal coming out on Whisper, and they get him out. There's the other tombstone drop, though. The follow-up with the egg. The BKBs are out in mass force. Pepita trying to get them out,
Pepita's
but
not
it
going anywhere. That's a lot of damage. And here you go.
There's the nullifier. So they get the Roche, they get the Aegis, but they're gonna lose it right here, right
Fight
now.
with the tombstone and you win. Like, the opponents cannot move. They cannot kill these tombstones. To commit on the tombstones, they will die. They don't commit, they will die. They just need to make sure, Infamous needs to make sure that they don't fight around these tombstones.
This is a disaster for Infamous.
No buybacks. And
No
this is a lot of physical damage on Navi. They hit really fast. They can just end it.
They can. They can absolutely just end it. One fight, man. Tomato got to go back here.
Infamous thought they were doing good there. They had
I mean, they were doing good.
They had reflection shard.
But
they're like, yeah, we got Roche, guys. It doesn't matter. Whoops.
so, boy. All right, bye, Tomato.
Yeah, they tried their best. Infamous looked pretty good.
Buys back.
Times, but
Why not? Why not? Why not try? Oh, the egg comes through and just comes out. They've got that egg.
Okay.
Everything
They're doing it.
But they still take down Tomato. They'll take down the egg, and there's the GG.
Navi looking a little bit up and down for throughout the game.